brother. Thank you so much.
Well, I need something to soothe this pain, to cool the love you pump through my veins. 'Cause I'm burning up for you. And I need something to quench this fire before it becomes a funeral pyre. Yeah, I'm burning with yearning so much for you. hurts me so much, but I just can't stop. I can't stop burning. I'm yearning so much for you. You struck the sparks, you fire the flames in me. And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away, don't do me wrong. Don't leave me this way, singing this torch song. Don't leave me burning. I'm burning up for you. Yeah, I'm burning up for you.
bagel, bagel, bagel with the bacon and egg and cheese. A bagel, 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 bagel. A bagel, 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 bagel. A bagel. You can eat a bagel for your breakfast, lunch, or dinner if you're lazy. Bagel, 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 bagel with the bacon and egg and cheese. I need some food. I'll eat a bagel. They come from Jews who lived in Poland. That being said, they probably would not approve of the bacon and cheese part.
Life forms in the region. Are you certain whatever you're doing is worth it?
pubescence. He could outshoot all the adolescents west of Durango and north of Abilene. Farkas, Freddie Farkas, famous gunslinging deputy Freddie Farkas, Freddie Farkas, frontier hero to be. Then one day, young Freddie Farkas stared at eyes as black and dark as night, the eyes of an outlaw well known throughout the West. Oh, the tough kid's name was Kenny, and he outdrew Freddie Farkas when he shot Freddie's ear off to prove who exactly was the best. Now our hero Freddie Farkas, with wounded pride and earless carcass, vowed to the heavens to give He's a real prescription writer, and they don't know he's an ex-gunfighter. Locked up his memories, repressed them totally. But his peaceful new survival soon was shot to hell upon arrival. Of course, Gold School Marm, the sweet Penelope. She has captured Fred's affection, but he's scared he'll get a huge rejection. Can't bear to tell her just what he used to be. Farkas, Freddy Farkas, Frontier Pharmacist Bourgeoisie. Freddy Farkas, Freddy Farkas, fearless, earless, and free.
You just heard Matt Thompson's Arduous Quest Reincarnated Soul from Castlevania Bloodlines. That was April 2021's free month. The Arcadian Ballad of Freddie Farkas from Freddie Farkas, Frontier Pharmacist, also from April 2021. Shinobi Syntax and the Man PF Teresa Cod from Subnautica, August 21. Numa Joe's Bubble Bobble Bagel from Busta Move to Arcade Edition, January 2022, Brevity Month. We got Audio Mocha, Dewey Newt, and Earth Kid on Arroz con Chozo from Metroid Prime, that Metroid month in February 22. Andromeda and Evil Sonic. Jackie, they played our song from Some Like It Hot from LA Noir, August 2024 Mystery. Sybil Grace's Friday Night in Hyrule, we used to play together. Variations on a Theme from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, March 2022 Nintendo 64 month. Valence's Wandering Immortals from Lost Odyssey, June 21 VG lead sheets. Sam Schwartz, Andre Beller, Ronan Op F, Eric WK, and New Ma Joe did Princess's Secret Slide Guitar from Super Mario 64, Nintendo 64 month. Atomic did Well, That Was a Fun Day from Barbie, August 2006 free month. And you didn't just hear Corey Johnson, Ronan Op F, and Angry Polar Bear's Song of Gabriel from Little Big Adventure 2 because the stream was a nightmare. I'm Evil Sonic, and this is a day. Hey, remember when I told you about Tornado Solos? There have been plenty of other special DoD contests from the past, present, and future that are pretty cool. Maybe you don't know about all of them because it's not always clear when you're looking through the DoD website at all those previous duels what these things mean. I've got a few in mind that I wanted to talk about, but all of you lovely people still in the chat, all 6 or 7 of you who have stuck it out this far, you champions, you. Feel free to chime in if there are any duels from the past that you have ever looked at and said, what the hell does that mean? One of my favorite duel formats is the Versus Month. That's when instead of a single theme, there's kind of a dual theme, usually something with thematically opposing sides. The very first Versus Month was back in 2007. It was Fire vs. Ice. I think our last Versus Month was November 2020. That is longer ago than it should have been. That was Jazz versus Funk Month. Actually, no, wait. There was December 2020 was PC versus Console Month. So, but still, a while ago. Both of those great months. Don't listen to my Jazz vs. Funk track. It was literally the first thing I'd recorded in 10 years, and it sounds like garbage. But hey, I wonder, maybe we're gonna start seeing some of those Versus months. Are there any other mods here? What the hell is this? How do I ban this person? How do I kick this? Somebody else with mod powers help me out here. Anyway. Versus months. It's been a while. I like Versus month formats. I wonder if we're going to see any more Versus months in the coming year. Shitpost months. Those are fun. They come up every now and again. Lately, they've been kind of like shitpost weeks, since the listening parties tend to be live in-person events, and just as a means of keeping the runtime a little bit shorter, we don't give everyone as much time, so we don't get any, 20-minute Odyssey shitpost tracks, but it's still a fun thing. Back in the old days, we had joke months. I remember the first joke month was like mid-June to mid-July of 2005, and I think I did an alt in July that used the same exact backing guitar. I just changed whatever garbage I was talking out of my mouth over it. Fresh months. You all know what fresh months are, don't you? It's basically a free month, but it has to be from a game that has never been covered in Dwelling of Duels. A fresh track is a track that has not yet been covered. So it's like free months, but we don't have chrono entries. For the record, I do like the music in Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, but it's get covered so often that it's just kind of fun to complain. If that's the worst thing I have to complain about, then things are pretty okay. You can tell that I write some of these notes before the stream, because obviously that's not the worst thing to complain about. It's a miracle that this has been going on for 39 minutes without dropping, but here we are. Successfully streaming on the internet like a real person. The opposite of Fresh Month is Recover Month. There have been 2 Recover Months. It's been a while. I would love to see another Recover Month. Recover Month is when you cover someone else's past DoD arrangement and put your own spin on it. We're actually going to have a few Recover Classics in the block coming up. And spoiler alert, Pud has won both times by covering Vert. So Tony, if you're one of the 7 people watching right now, this is a heads up for you. If we do Recover Month again, I'm looking forward to hearing your 60-minute version of Torch Roll. Until then, keep it right here, because this is Dwelling of Duels. And the stream doesn't drop, or else. Else.
tippy toes to illustrate the ink spitting squid kid. I'm looking fresh, see heads are turning when I'm skating by, but I don't cut them any extra time. I'm on a mission, purchase clothing and munitions. Do it, do it. Keep it funky when you're working with my crew. To crown the dome, I pop the cooler heads, distinguishing the scheme from all the other plebs. I'm trying to cop that scout squid stitch cap. Any better have it, tell Mo I got the cash. Next time I way I hit Alonzo up, homie always got the dopest threads. Spending mad stacks, pop that jelly fresh swag. Yeah, my pocket's a little lighter, but the squid looking bad. Trusty Sean got the hookup for you sneaker fiends. These crazy arrows so hot like a fever dream. Instant cops are dead stock, doubled up, crispy clean. The beater kicks her spikes, but they still bringing heat. Speaking of heat, Sheldon got cats. I ain't a shooter though, I always win in close combat. Dynamo, heavyweight roll like that. If you come up on my chip, then you won't come to get flat. Keep it funky when you're sliding with my crew. Don't get back from my flexing, I'm just trying to impress. I throw some style and finesse with the best of the best. I'm obsessed, but you gotta invest in success. Know what I mean? I'm looking fresh. That's how I do it in the booyah base. When you're outpaced in the fashion arms race, come spend your cash here, wash away that disgrace. Just don't end up like me with all your funds erased.
Hotel Dusk. This is my cover of Hotel Dusk. I've never played this game, Hotel Dusk. I didn't know its name, Hotel Dusk. Hotel Dusk. I don't own a DS, Hotel Dusk. I'll never play this game, Hotel Dusk. I think it's kind of sus, Hotel Dusk. Hotel Dusk.
Other Ian. This is my cover of Other Ian. No, not Ian Camel, the other Ian. No, not Ian Lucky, the other Ian. Don't make me spell it out, sorry that I don't have a good mic, no, not Mike. Like Evil Sonic Mike, M-I-C. It's short for microphone, other mic. Mike is a good mic though. Are there any other Ians I should know about? Or Mikes?
Endless repeat. His cover of this was really neat. He'd have to travel 10 million feet to get to sit in this ballroom seats. San Jose, you all are sitting in San Jose. Mouthful of cookies, nothing to say. Hope that there's still a breakfast buffet. Doubletree, now it's game music but still furry. A warm cookie in a bed you'll see. Like Hotel Dusk but much less creepy. Hotel Dusk, this is much safer than Hotel Dusk. Hopefully you don't smell some guy's musk. Get in the hot tub before Thursday at dusk. Hotel Dusk.
Hotel Dusk. It's a cappella time, Hotel Dusk. I hope that you don't mind, Hotel Dusk. I'm singing this solo, Hotel Dusk. I'm just one Ian, you know, Kyle Hyde. That wasn't a command, Kyle Hyde. It's who I'm playing as, Kyle's fine. He doesn't need to hide, Kyle Hyde. In fact, he's kinda fine, Hotel Dusk. I started this game once, Hotel Dusk. But I am such a dunce, Hotel Dusk. I got a little stuck, Hotel Dusk. What the fuck?
All right. You just heard Endless Repeats. This is my cover of 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 Hotel Dusk from Hotel Dusk Room 215, December 2024, Super Smash Bros. And you heard Ian Martin's This is my cover of This is my cover of This is my cover of Hotel Dusk from Hotel Dusk Room 215 from the MagWest Shitpost Special 2024. And you heard Endless Repeats, This is my cover of This is my cover of Hotel Dusk from Hotel Dusk Room 215 from August 2024, Mystery Month. And Ian Martin's This is my cover of Hotel Dusk from Hotel Dusk Room 215 from July 2024's Free Month. Before that, you heard LXE's Spittin' Fresh from Splatoon, Shopping Month 2021, Abreu Project's African Minds from DuckTales, March 2013, that was Disney Month, Vert's Space Pirates from Metroid, January 2005, Metroid Month, and you know that was an alt, the same month he did Crystal Flash, just saying. El Camelo's I Can Carry You No Further, You Must Venture On Alone from Iron Sword Wizards and Warriors 2 from June 2009, the NES Triple Threat Month. Halebop's Bowser's Domain, Super Mario 64 from March 2010. MiG-50s, a classic of arcade shooting, is being paused in a big way for the DoD from Gradius. That was January 2021's Brevity Month. Hat's Sonic Depths, that was the August 2011 recover. The original was from Ashane and Norg. The game was Super Mario 64. And Prince of Darkness and the Tiberian Suns with Connor Engstrom did Full Mast, another recover month, original from Snappleman and Vert. Game was Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, and The Legend of Zelda, March 2020. How about that? What a nice impromptu listening party. According to the notes I prepared ahead of time, my new computer setup worked out just fine, as I knew it would. I didn't even write any notes preparing for the possibility that it wouldn't go fine, and we all know how that went. I literally wrote that a few hours ago, and I just read it off verbatim. This stream did not work. It crashed. There are 3 different videos on Twitch. I need to stitch them together. I'll do this again. We'll stream again. We'll figure it out. I think I've got it figured out. The video bitrate, that's the thing. Y'all know about video bitrate? I do now. Don't know what it is, but I know I helped it. Well, dwellers and duelers, this has been a very pleasant Saturday night. I'll see you all next Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern for the free month listening party. Spend the next 6 days fixing that snare, side-chaining that bass, doubling those guitars, and joining me again as I test out my computer a few more times just to make sure it doesn't blow up on us. I will probably do something lazy, like just a straight replay of some 2006 month that had like 5 entries. And yeah, this has been Dwelling of Duels. Thanks for keeping it right here, everybody.